It's time for the NBA. And well over halfway into the season now, GA, how much have the rookies changed since the start of the season?
Kevin, most are completely different players, right? The foundation was there, but they know their role on the team, and it's more about refining their game than learning it.
And we all know what it means to MP and this team to play well on the road, to win those close road games. MP's been quite vocal, in fact, about rising up in the face of big obstacles this season.
They've collectively taken MP's words to heart. You can see the purpose they're playing with, and you need that to succeed in a hostile environment. Otherwise, you start to show cracks, and in enemy territory, it's much more easily to exploit.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Gobert is out there with Randall, and it's prime time and at the point guard position. MP with video game numbers. How about the 60, 20, and 10 triple-double?
An all-time game in league history. MP just doing everything. This guy is a human.
Put it down! Wow!
Oh, my gracious.
Wow.
Way to get up.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. To the left wing, Spencer, the pass to Wembanyama. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. And we'll take a chance now to honor the Western Conference Player of the Month, Primetime.
Well, he's been an absolute magician when the ball has been in his hands. There isn't any aspect of the offense that he hasn't contributed in, and it's been a pleasure to watch. I mean, unless you are an opposing coach, then his play has been a vivid nightmare.
And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on it.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to visit with head coach Joe Mazzulla.
The first thing Coach brought up, Rudy Gobert, the multiple-time Defensive Player of the Year. They're worried about Rudy's length, of course, saying it causes total havoc around the rim. So the counter is lots of threes and avoiding Gobert in the lane. The French center still with a massive effect on the game plan. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom-5 defense to a top-5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Outside Williams. Here's Spencer. That three off the mark. Timberwolves leading by 6. Here's Primetime. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. And the layup's good off the glass. Primetime's got 12.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Saw the angles and led him right to the hoop with that pass.
To the paint. The alley-oop layup, very well done.
Oh, nice read there from Edwards. He's all for sharing the wealth.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Brunson outside to the inside. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Prime time. Oh, wow!
That is powerful.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Wembanyama outside. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Oh, boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
Oh, man, their mid-range jumper also.
With authority.
That is a monster finish.
Oh.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Timberwolves leading by 9. Here's Primetime. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Primetime's got 21 in the game.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
Williams for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Primetime. He's got 21. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. 23 points in the game.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Pass to Castle. Here's Spencer. Shot to stop the run. Julius Randle with the rebound. Here's Primetime. He's got 23. Gobert with a screen on Brunson. Into the lane. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Back to Williams. Minnesota with the rebound. Last time they met was in Minnesota.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
The coaching staff has been happy with how well they've executed the game plan. They operated as a cohesive unit.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. San Antonio making a switch here. Champagne's checked in. San Antonio with the ball. It's an 18-point game. Outside Williams. To the middle. Here's Brunson. Got a hand on it.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randle.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
The Minnesota Timberwolves coming to this one after the win against the Kings in Sacramento. Outside Williams to stop the drought. Primetime grabs the board.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
There's the triple. And the three ball is good. Primetime's got 30 points.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Now here's Williams. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
Don't forget his 4 steals, just filling out the box score.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Richard, one thing is for sure with these Spurs, a lot of top free agents have got to be looking at him now as a destination.
It doesn't take a lot of skill to see that Wemby is a different type of player. And look, if you are a free agent, that's the player that you want to look at to say, hey, can I team up with him and go on a string of championships?
Heisman's checked in for the Spurs. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Hayes is checked in. Here's Brunson. He had 19 points in the win against the Clippers in Los Angeles. Pass to Wembanyama. Out left to the wing. From the arc. And that one's good. Champagne.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Primetime. 33 points for him. And he ducks it down.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Brunson outside. Here's Champagnie, covered by Hayes. Here's Brunson. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Randall's got his 4th rebound in this one.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Here's Brunson. Rebound, Minnesota.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
And that one is good.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
The Spurs shooting only 28% here in the first. A shoddy game offensively for them so far. Here's Spencer. Hasn't made one yet. Wembanyama down low. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Minnesota's gone a perfect 4 of 4 from beyond the arc. A lot of their points coming by way of the 3 in the first quarter. Prime time. And another one.
And this is all you need to know about the year he's having. He's coming up on the single-season franchise scoring record.
And when he does get there, I bet it's a long time until someone matches it. Wembanyama, no good. It's been all Timberwolves. Gobert, the screen. Here's Primetime. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. We've got 1:55 left in the first quarter. Count it.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson more than capable of finishing inside.
Here's Primetime. Brunson covering. Here's Primetime. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
And that one's good. Champagnie. Champagnie's got 5 points so far.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Primetime in the last game against the Kings played superbly. He scored an amazing number of points, and to no one's surprise, he was dialed in from deep. He really worked hard in that game and put up some big numbers as a result. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Here's Primetime. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Primetime's got 45 points. Brunson with a clean look. His 3-pointers off the mark.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
And it's Primetime missing. The Spurs shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. Here's Brunson. Nice shot from 10 feet out. 9 points in the game so far.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves, rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back right after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of
Substitution on the court.
the Timberwolves with possession here. On the court for Minnesota, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Julius Randle is out there with Gobert, and it's prime time and at the point. Nice shot by Wembanyama, no good. And Randle has got the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings. And yep, another basket.
And he's done it. A new single-season franchise scoring record. Great accomplishment from him in what's been an incredible run.
It's been a season for the ages for him, and one that will go down in the history of this franchise. Back to Brunson. Shot clock at 6. They can't stop the run with that one.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
From deep. And it's prime time missing.
In the first quarter, he was raining down threes. That's not the case here in the second.
And here's Brunson outside. It's hauled in by Edwards.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Here's prime time. Again, what an avalanche. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Here's Brunson. He's got 9. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Outside Williams. Pass to Castle. Now Brunson. Three-pointer. Hits it from three-point range. Brunson's got 12 points in the game.
And with that three-pointer, how about ending that 11-0 run by the Timberwolves?
GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Here's prime time with the drive.
Oh, what an amazing finish there. Just fearless and when he attacks the rim, and it's as if the big fella wasn't even there.
Pass to Castle. Down low. Here's Wembanyama.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. There's the drive, and it's good once more. Nice make there from Primetime. Primetime's got 57 points. San Antonio's gone for the three-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Pass to Wembanyama. Takes it off the glass. Wembanyama has got 4 points in the quarter.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Here's Primetime. Basket counts.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Brunson. He's got 15. Pass to Champagnie. Outside Williams. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Edwards.
And this is the type of game you just throw away as a player. He has yet to score a point and looks completely flustered.
Here's Primetime. And again.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. The Spurs shooting 40% from the field. Spurs passing it around. And here's Brunson outside. Minnesota with the rebound. Edwards got 4 rebounds now tonight.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Here's Primetime. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
And here's Brunson outside. Julius Randle with the rebound. Randle's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Primetime, defended by Wembanyama. Here's Primetime, and the rejection by Wembanyama. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Primetime, the 15-footer, good.
And when it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles the twine.
Inside, here's Wembanyama.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. Minnesota's gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Edwards looking it over. Whoops, they pick off the pass. And a fast break now for the Spurs. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Anthony Edwards. The Spurs shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. The first one falls. Hayes is checked in for the Timberwolves. And he makes both free throws. There's 1:17 left to play in the first half. Minnesota's gone 7 of 9 on three-pointers tonight. Outstanding mark from long range.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
Wembanyama passes to Williams. Wembanyama sets a screen for Williams. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
More than a few bad breaks for him this quarter. He's struggling, and the team is following suit on the scoreboard.
Randall with the bucket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Outside Williams. Pass to Champagny. Outside Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Off target from outside.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
Here's primetime. Non-stop scoring machine here. He got it up and got it. Another basket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Minnesota on top, running away with it. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the man half-court shot. Drum roll. They're thinking about the shot.
And the last shot before the buzzer is off.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
You hear that?
Yeah?
That's the sound of the offense. They were absolutely humming.
Kenny, don't ever do that again. Any kind of humming, singing, or harmonizing. You leave that to the real artists, okay?
All right, fellas. Let's now take a look at what's to come on the upcoming schedule.
And that game against the Bulls, they've had the better season.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Really an incredible game from primetime.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
They've got Wembanyama. Jalen Brunson out there with Castle. Then it's Jalen Williams. And it's Spencer in at the 3 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough. Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. Andrew, thank you for the report. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
Brunson. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Brunson's got 17.
Great jumper there from Brunson, living off that mid-range.
He lobs it up. Here's primetime. Pass to McDaniels. Timberwolves passing it around.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. That sets in motion a 4-game road trip for him. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. McDaniels dishes to Randall. Here's primetime. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Castle. Wembanyama with it. A three-pointer is right on target. Wembanyama's got 20.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side. And he's doing it all himself, shouldering the offensive load in effortless fashion right now.
Here's Brunson. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Pass to primetime. Here's the 3. Another bucket. Wow!
81 on the night, channeling his inner Mamba right now.
There is no slowing this guy down. He is on fire.
Look, I'll give him an A for effort for trying to dunk through the defense, but maybe he should ease up on that one just a little bit.
Edwards passes to primetime. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Well, that's how you drive your point home right there. Here's primetime. Brunson covering. Here's primetime. Boom, he jams it straight down.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Here's Brunson, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Brunson's got 4 points this quarter. Minnesota's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Here's primetime. Wembanyama with the rebound. For San Antonio, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Out to Brunson. Rebound, Minnesota. Primetime's got 11 rebounds in the game. Whoa, look out! Goodness. Look out!
Wow, okay, I see you.
And that one is stuffed right through.
Leading scorer on the night, and he looks very hungry for more. Keep feeding him. Operation Feed the Horse.
Outside Williams. Here's Wembanyama. Misses from close range. Here's primetime. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds in the game. And here's Brunson outside. good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one. Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
The Spurs have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Williams with the ball, now guarded by Primetime. Brunson, no good. So it's Minnesota now. Gobert finds Randall. Here's Primetime. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Pass to Spencer. Misses the 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And another one falls. That's 91, an incredible feat.
This is just flat out insane.
Minnesota. Number 50. First personal foul. First team foul.
San Antonio making a switch here. Champagne's checked in. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Peterson's checked in. Fontecchio's coming in for Julius Randle. Hayes, he's checked in for McDaniels. And Harris subbed in for Edwards. And here's Brunson outside. It's rebounded by Hayes.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
From the top of the key. And it's Primetime missing.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
A floater. The rebound by the Spurs. Here's Spencer. Nothing on the board. Pass to Brunson. Up and in on the layup. Brunson's got 9 points here in the second half.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball. And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. There's the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Brunson's got 27.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
Here's Primetime. Non-stop scoring machine here. The rebound by Champagnie.
Seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Back to Brunson. Wembanyama, a screen on Harris. Pass to Champagnie. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got 3 assists tonight.
Oh, what a find. The ball just comes out of Brunson's hands on time.
Well, a lot of former NBA players have a hard time, RJ, giving credit to current NBA stars. Why do you think that is?
I think so quickly we don't hold next generations to the same standard as prior generations. I don't get into all of that stuff about who is better and who is greater. I just focus on the growth of the game.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here's Primetime. Here's the screen. He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
A nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Pass to Champagnie. Outside Williams. Fires from deep. Minnesota with the rebound. Primetime's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game.
And he jams it with authority.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim rapper.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. And for the Spurs, they're shooting right around 41% from the field in quarter 3. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Here's Fontecchio. Knocks down the 3-ball. Fontecchio's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
There's 1:38 left in the third. Count it.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
The Spurs shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that.
Oh, my goodness!
Okay, that's just insane.
Woo. And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
Here's Williams. Primetime grabs the board. Primetime's got rebound number 15 here tonight.
They are losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
And here is Williams. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. No good on the 3.
And if they want to mount a comeback here, they need him to get going. It's just that simple.
Count that bucket.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Count it. Good. Brunson's got 29 in the game.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Primetime, the pass to Fontecchio. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Nice shot by Wembanyama, no good. Here's Primetime. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Good, that's another bucket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves, able to put on a show for the ages. Their defense has been active and effective. We come... And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. The Timberwolves also changing it up. Jeffries is checked in, and Primetime subbed in for Fontecchio. And the league clearly focused on making regular season games matter. Right, you think more steps are coming?
Well, let's give the league credit because they've left no stone unturned. The play-in, the in-season tournament, the 65 games rule, all implemented with that in mind.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, they've got Primetime. He's out there with Harris, and it's Hayes in at the 3 slot. San Antonio's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. And it's Trent in the corner. Cotto, guarded by Harris. Can't cash in from close range. Timberwolves are gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. And that one, good. Primetime's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Trent, left side. Kodo drains it from beyond the arc.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Harris passes to Primetime. Back to Hayes. Down low. Here's Jeffries. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Wembanyama's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. To the middle. Plays it up and banks it in. Wembanyama's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now, he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters. He is pouring it in this quarter. Maybe double team him shoot at this point in time, triple team the dude.
Spurs have gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 44%. Pass to Williams. The tray. Trains the three-pointer.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Here's Primetime. And it seems a new era is upon us, GA. A lot of young stars and young teams vying for the status of household name.
Kevin, the casual fans might have to update their frame of reference, right? Especially since a lot of these new stars are playing in smaller markets.
Clock at 6. Fires from 18. Nice touch on the bank shot.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
Outside Williams. Pass to Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Driving inside.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. San Antonio's gotten 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of them. Gets it to go. Wembanyama's got 6 here in this quarter.
And man, is he in a zone right now. Seems like he can't miss.
Here's Primetime. And this year's draft class considered to be one of the weaker classes in recent years.
I don't believe in such thing as a weak draft class. There is always going to be a player or multiple players that stand out. Understand, even if you're drafting 60 players, if 5 of them turn out to be legitimate players, that's a good draft class.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Oh, my goodness.
Man.
And he goes in for the dunk.
I tell you what, you've got to build a wall around the bucket to keep this man from attacking.
And Greg, even then, he might just go over it. Check out the elevation he gets here. My goodness.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
It's because he's reading where the shots are going and getting to the right position. Just outworking everyone early on the glass.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Minnesota.
I like how they've been attacking the lane. It's been beautiful. All game long, they've been successful penetrating and getting offensive production.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
And San Antonio shooting around 40% from the floor here. Here's Castle. San Antonio again missing. Castle's gotten just 4 of his 10 shots to fall here, shooting 40%.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Timberwolves.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And for the year now, they'll have 52 wins under the belt.
And in a 3-game season series, they take the first 2, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for prime time.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
Spencer, the pass to Williams. To the paint, here's Wembanyama. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Wembanyama's got 30 points. Here's primetime. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Brunson, no good. Here's primetime. And another one falls. Amazing.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll do it, folks.